Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited for this video today because this is my very first ever Halloween makeup tutorial. I'm kind of scared, kind of excited, but I've never really done this type of makeup on myself before. I've definitely done it on my friends as like jokes or trying to practice it and stuff like that, but this is my very first time ever doing it on myself, so I'm like kind of nervous, but I'm really excited because I get to show you guys how I'm going to attempt to do this. Okay, so my main like inspiration is from Made You Look here on YouTube. She is so freaking talented. I'll link her exact video that I'm like inspired by down below in the description box, but hers was inspired by Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas, and she called it the Pumpkin King in her video. I'm gonna put a picture of it up on the screen right now, but when I look at this picture, I love the way that she did the eyes and the mouth specifically, so I'm super inspired by that. And I don't think I'm gonna do necessarily how she did the neck. I kind of think that looks a little more like a clown. I don't know what that thing is called, but like it makes me think of a clown. I don't know if that's just me, but I think I'm just gonna like do my own thing on the neck. I have no clue. Mine's gonna be a little bit different though because I want mine to actually be like a pumpkin, like orange, because I feel like that'd be really cool to put my little own twist on it. But I'm really inspired by just kind of like how she draws the features of the pumpkin on her face, and I think it looks really cool, so that's what we're gonna try to do today. Let's do this. I'm scared. Oh god. So I've literally done this to like a few of my friends and it didn't turn out too bad. I feel like I'm gonna be okay. Mine aren't too thick, but I feel like they're really dark, so if I were to just paint over them with a white face paint, then they would still be there. I'm gonna go against the way that my brow hairs are growing. Oh my god, this feels so wrong. I'm gonna go against the way that they grow, just so you can get like every single hair covered. Oh my god, this feels so disgusting. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a spoolie and I'm gonna brush the hairs upwards because that's going to lay them completely flat. As I was saying, I was really inspired by Made You Look by Lex's video, but hers was literally only 5 minutes, and the way that she had that video set up was she had everything kind of like in a time lapse, and she had like explanations on the screen. So I'm gonna have mine be a little bit more in-depth because I know for me specifically, when I look online for like makeup tutorials on, oh my god, just making like expressions feels so weird. When I look up like tutorials on YouTube for how to do makeup, I want like an in-depth video because most of the time I'll be sitting there with the video playing and pausing it and trying to copy every step by step, and to me that's just a lot easier, so I'm going to try to do that with you guys here. But yeah, and also I'm just using a normal Elmers all-purpose glue stick. Okay, so these are kind of dry now. I'm going to go in with a second layer of the glue. You want to make sure you're going in the same direction that you want your hairs to go at this point because you don't want to disrupt the first layer. I'm being kind of firm because I want to like get this to be as flat as possible, because if it's not flat, then I feel like if you do a bad job covering your brows, then you can kind of tell like where the hair is, and then like it just doesn't look that good. So I'm trying to press down like pretty hard to get it as flat as possible. Okay, now we have to set the brows. So I got the Ben Nye Neutral Set Translucent Face Powder. What I'm gonna do, I also never used this before, just opened it, so let's see. So I'm gonna pour some into my hand. I'm loading up my powder puff, and I'm going to very firmly roll and press this. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, roll and press this into my brow. So I'm gonna press and roll upwards. Like, I'm being firm. Because this is like the last step. You want to make sure it's like really pressed in. Okay, press and roll in the direction that your hairs are going. I look so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and wipe this away lightly, like very lightly. Very much do not want to disrupt the brows. Okay, so now for the fun part. I'm so happy and like proud and excited because I feel like I got like the big boy makeup. I've heard so many good things about these Ben Nye face products, the cream, what are these called? These are the Ben Nye cream colors. This is CL1 white and CL29 black, just straight up black and white. So I'm gonna start off first by painting my entire face white. And this is what it looks like. And same thing, you want to go up in the direction that you brushed your hairs. Cute. So the brows are covered, and now we're going to cover the rest of the face with the white face paint. I really don't know how I'm going to prefer applying this, so I'm going to first try it with this little triangle sponge and see how I like this. I don't need it to be like too crazy, like at all, because a lot of my face is going to be shaded with black. So I only really need to be putting the white where the black is not going to be. I'm going to attempt to switch over to a brush and see how this applies it. So now that we have our base down, I'm going to set this with the Ben Nye Neutral Set Colors powder once again, and after that we can start getting to the exciting part, which is shading and sketching out all of our designs and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do like this. And then I'm going to take my powder puff once again, and I'm literally just going to put this everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the picture for reference. I have it right here on my phone. I'm going to look at this picture and I'm going to start sketching out like the lines of the pumpkin and sketch out pretty much everything that we are going to fill in with black, just so that I kind of have a layout to go by when I start filling everything in and getting that contrast. And for that, I got the Maybelline New York single eyeshadow in Night Sky. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ouch. Anyways, okay, so this is the Maybelline single eyeshadow in Night Sky. It's just a black eyeshadow, and I'm going to take an angled brush like this, and I'm going to start lightly sketching out the design that I'm going to do. So now I'm going to fill in my eye portion, and I'm going to use the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Black Love, so it's just a black eyeliner. And I'm literally just going to make sure that my entire eye is covered in black. I do have a black face paint, and I am going to be using this to fill in the majority of my eye, but our eyes do tend to water sometimes. I know mine do, so I want to make sure I'm going with a waterproof eyeliner around the main perimeter of my eye and in my waterline, just in case if my eyes water. Okay, so now that we have our entire perimeter of our eye completely covered in waterproof liner, I'm going to go into the Ben Nye cream color in the shade Black. This is CL29, just straight up black. Okay, so I finished this eye. I'm gonna go fill in this eye off of camera really quick just because it does take me a minute, and I will be right back. So now both eyes are done, and I'm going to start filling in my nose. So now that the eyes and the nose are filled in, I don't know if you can see this on my eyelids, but it's already breaking up a little bit, and that is because we didn't set it yet. So it's going, excuse me, so it is going to crease up like this if we do not set the eyelids. So that's going to be a really important part, because if we don't set it, it'll look really cute for about 20 minutes, and then you're going throughout your night on Halloween and you look in the mirror and you have a whole bunch of creases and it's not cute. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more paint, and I'm just going to pat over this whole thing and make sure that there's no creases, the same way that you would kind of do like your under eyes. So I'm going to take another smaller brush like this and take that black eyeshadow, because in these creases and areas we need to set those as well. Oh my goodness, you're going on mute. And then we're gonna set the nose as well. Okay, so now I am going to, let's just start the mouth. I feel like once my mouth is done, then we can really go in and detail all of the designs and stuff. So I'm going to literally just go straight in with a black liquid lipstick. This is the NYX Liquid Suede cream lipstick in Alien. And you're really just going to smother this all over your mouth, because it does not matter how perfect it is. So I'm going to take my small detailer brush again, and I'm going to take my black face paint, and I'm going to start drawing the teeth. And a helpful way to think of it is just follow your own teeth, because it's too hard to like look at a photo and count like, okay, she has this many lines on her face. Just honestly open your mouth, and I have a line in the center right here, and I'm going to draw a line like that. Just follow the lines of your teeth. It'll go a lot quicker and it'll be a lot easier. So the easiest way that I've kind of figured out how to draw this design that she has is kind of like drawing diamonds. So as you can see right here, I've created like a diamond shape, and that's kind of how I'm going to do it. And these teeth are only going to go as far back as maybe like here. I think I'm going to stop with the mouth designs. I feel like I might extend it a little bit more, but I want to focus now on filling in these designs and then seeing if I want to add more later. So I'm just literally going to take my black face paint, and I'm going to start filling these in. And the way that she kind of has it is that for every single line, kind of draw a triangle leading up to that line, because that's kind of like the shape of like a tooth kind of. I feel like with these designs, that's kind of the idea of it. So let's do this one together. So this line right here, I'm kind of just connecting a line halfway down and making like a triangle leading up to it. Like that. Okay, so I feel like I've gotten the base down, and I feel like this is a good base. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set around my mouth just so that I can kind of get more of that intensity around the areas that are the most dark. Okay, and then now I'm going to start doing a little bit more detailing around the areas that I sketched out on my face, and I'm going to do that with the angled brush and the black eyeshadow. And then now this is where we are going to blur the lines, and I'm going to take this Real Techniques accent brush and I'm going to barely put any black eyeshadow on it because this is going to be used just kind of blur everything. Okay, so now I'm going to start implementing the orange aspect to it. So I feel like now that we have a lot of the main components of our look, we can start adding the orange to it and start doing a lot more shading and adding a lot more contrast to it. I'm going to use the Morphe 35OM, and as you can see, this has a lot of orange colors. I'm going to start off with this kind of lighter orange. I don't want to go straight into the neon darker orange because if I do mess up, we can save it somehow. So I'm going to start off at the roots of my hair. And I'm just going to pat this in just because I want the entire outer edge of my face to be really orange, and then kind of having like darker orange aspects of it coming in to the center of my face I feel like would look really cool. And then as of right now, I feel like I want to stop shading a little bit and I want to put a little bit more detail into the areas of my mouth. So for that, I'm going to use the MAC Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner. Any liquid liner will do. This is going to be used to create the very fine lines and cracks in the face. So my camera cut out, I really don't know where it ended, but I was in the middle of pretty much filling in my hairline and the perimeter of my face just so that you can't see where the cream products start, where the white face paint starts. And I'm just going to kind of completely put this into my hairline and blend it in. And then I'm going to take this big fluffy brush. There's a little bit of black on it, not much, and I'm just going to go around and kind of diffuse that black. And then I'm going to take that black eyeshadow and kind of contour with it and kind of like going along with the natural contours of my face. I'm going to bring it down over this and darken this area right here. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the Morphe palette and go back in with that same orange shade that we were working with. And I'm just going to add that a little bit around the places I think I need it. So I'm going to put a little bit around my nose. So now I'm going to go into the brightest orange in the palette, and I'm going to use this sparingly because I don't want to put it like everywhere and make it too intense. But I'm going to go around that black and kind of deepen the orange in that area. And I'm pretty happy with how it looks now. I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner one more time and I'm going to finish up the nose. I think I'm going to add a little bit of that eyeshadow down my neck. Just kind of, I don't really know, just cause. I really don't know what's going on with my neck, but you know. Okay guys, so this is the final result. I am so happy with how it turned out. It's so creepy, and most of all, I'm so proud of myself because I've never even practiced this on myself. This entire time was just full on me trying this out for the first time and honestly hoping for the best. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I feel like I look like a spooky skeleton pumpkin thing. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye you guys.